No, not the peaches.
Peaches.
My cabbages.
Millions of peaches. Peaches for free.
I had some peach lemonade.
Hi
earlier.
guys, welcome to Assassin's Creed. Assassins die twice.
Music.
There's the audio.
Exciting music.
You hear them drums? That's for you.
Hey,
Who
Desmond.
the fuck is this loser?
That's Desmond.
That's
We saw this cutscene last time.
You all
It's just
saw
me or
that?
his head getting like more ovaloid every game.
Well, indeed.
A bit.
like a bit
Just
longer.
getting elongated and
The
like
key must
turning
be
into
the
an alien.
amulet Hatham took from London.
We might know what it looks like, but we're no closer to finding it. Desmond, you
You're
need to
so
keep
much
going.
closer to finding it.
I really appreciate how
Hey,
much
he's
video
your
games
ancestor
faces
too.
have
Why
come
don't
in
you
like
hop
the
in the Animus?
past
Really?
decade looking at
That's
this game.
your response.
I will
It's
say
like
that,
dealing
like,
with a 6-year-old.
despite the fact that
What
you
is
know,
wrong with you,
they
Desmond?
did all of the like face motion capture and stuff for LA Noire, and
You want to know what's wrong?
you know
I'm
everybody
sick of being
gives
treated like I'm not even here.
Oblivion and
Desmond,
Bethesda
do
games
this. Desmond, do that.
a lot of
Desmond,
credit
you
for
better
that kind of
figure
stuff.
things out because the sun is
Ubisoft
gonna turn
has
us all to
really
ash.
mastered
And I
like
know I was
character
really against you,
animations.
but actually I'm just another Templar plot twist. And yes,
Like,
I
facial
would like
animations
very
in
much
these
for you to be
games are
controlled by a
actually
magic
pretty
space
good.
wizard so that you can murder me. So
Yeah,
there's
the
your
faces just look
I'm sick
weird.
of
Yeah.
being a goddamn pawn.
They get
I
better.
thought it might be different with you. I mean, you're my father, but it turns out you're no better than the fucking Templars.
I'm still
Never creep into those bastards again. You hear me? Everything I do, everything I have done, has been for you. Maybe I pushed a little too hard.
Ah,
Asked a little too much.
everything I've done
But
has been
try
for
and
you.
remember
That's
exactly
definitely a
what's
sign
at
of a good
stake
person.
here.
Yep.
You need to get it together, kid. We're running out of
Right,
time.
that was unusual. Well, I'm just going to pretend that this never happened and get back to bringing everyone up to speed on where we stand.
Thanks, Sean.
The news isn't good. It appears this temple is powered by a collection of, well, I guess they're batteries. You found one on your way in, but there aren't any more, at least not down here.
This game
idea
really
where we
likes
can find
the
replacements?
uncomfortable close-ups.
Not yet, so I intend to
I
tip
mean-
the Abstergo database. Now, if I can cross-reference these particular
Their
devices
amazing
with their
faces, they want to
database,
focus in on the
maybe we'll
way.
get lucky.
See what you can
think-
do.
The faces look a
Obviously.
little bit better than last
Anyway.
game.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Either take a
Kinda
look around here or
Horrifying in
go
the
back
last
to the
game.
Animus.
So they're like, okay, team, we got to really show off our new tech. It's
This is 2012, and gamers don't know what other people's faces look like.
uh,
Mysterious ghost. So, unlike the last game, we actually do have like a bit of a hub world that we can run around and explore. There's not really much to do right now. I think there's a little bit of parkour.
Remember, all they need is your brain, so it's fine if you break your spine.
I don't know. Doesn't the Animus poke into your spine?
it
Or
used
like
to.
that long claw. Okay, but now it's. Oh, now you're free to
Yeah.
break your spine into a million pieces.
Rebecca upgraded it.
God, they don't poke your spine, you don't cut off your fingers anymore.
Nope.
When did
They got
Assassin's
soft.
Creed become so soft?
Assassin's
We
Creed
could-
for babies.
We could never compete with From
In the
Software.
beginning, when we thought we could be saved, we sought to face the sun's wrath and contain it.
It's bad when the
Four
super
towers
science,
would be
like
built
alien
to pull her
people,
fury
can't
into
actually
this
stop
place
anything.
and dispel it.
Yeah.
The sun is going to kill all of you, and you can do nothing about it.
But even with all we knew, with all we had, it would take too long. 1,000 years we could labor, and still the work would not be done.
I mean, I guess they figured it out. They just didn't have the time to make it work.
The first tower was never completed. The project abandoned.
So,
We moved on. But while we labored on other endeavors, a few returned. They thought to automate the process. Metal might finish what flesh could not.
okay, so that's the convenient excuse they have for why they didn't just use the Super MacGuffin to save themselves.
Robots had to finish it.
So there are
Nanomachines.
there are a series of flashbacks, well, exposition dumps that we get through this hub world.
Yeah, I was kind of wondering if they already had a plan for how to resolve the sun's going to explode plot they introduced into.
That's our main conflict in the future.
That seems like a hell of a thing to make your main conflict against.
Oh, hey, that's actually one of the new animations for this game. Is I'm gonna shimmy around a thing on, on a thin rail.
It looks so cool.
Also, this game is called Assassin's Creed, so I feel like we should have just killed the sun.
Listen, if we could assassinate the sun,
Stab the sun.
if this series ended with you dive assassinating
Yeah,
the
just
sun,
like jumping into the sun, and Desmond has his hidden blade out, like Resquiesque and Pache, and just stabs it.
That'll teach him.
If we could not meet the sun's cruel embrace, perhaps we might rebuke it.
Love reason.
Already we could generate the fields to protect us in times of strife.
Laser guns.
But these were small and simple things. To replicate them on a scale the size of a world. We lack the energy to make it so. Half the world, they said then. It is better than none at all. We tried. Again, we failed.
The
A
world
quarter,
probably
they
wouldn't have
asked.
looked like that when you guys were around.
Even this we could not do. A sixth, an eighth, a tenth, they cried.
You fucking suck, Desmond!
The answer was still the same. Perhaps in time the city might be spared. But it was time we did not have. So we moved on.
The problem with these games is that they introduce these, like, godlike characters throughout the series, but they don't really introduce them very well, so to this day, I still don't know which one is which.
I mean, the one we speak to for the most part is Minerva, and then Juno. Those are the two we like interact with the most. Another one appears soon, and
great, another one.
Oh, also,
don't worry.
If I press
They
the
don't
attack,
matter.
if I press the attack button, Desmond does this.
Oh yeah, I know they don't matter. That's why I'm not looking forward to another one.
I mean, Minerva and Juno matter because they are our only like link to exactly what was happening before. Like
They're also just living exposition dumps.
They're not alive.
they are.
You're right. They're not even living exposition dumps. There's exposition dumps.
Okay.
I think I don't understand how. Like, do they have any different agendas?
Not anymore.
I mean, like, was there a conflict between the three of them? Is there a reason we don't just have one?
I think
point
they
of
delve
contact?
into that a bit more in the future.
Yeah.
Basically, we could have gotten this entire. We could have gotten everything they're saying just from some post-it notes on a board.
Yes?
Yes.
Just thought I'd, say hi. You have more important things to do right now. Jesus, Dad. What? What do you want me to say? I don't know. Hi, son. How are you? What have you been up to? I know what you've been up to. Nothing. You wasted
is
away
just
in some
daddy
shitty
issues in
apartment
the
with a
game.
pointless job, while the rest of us were out there fighting to make a difference. You are such an asshole. Are you thinking about hitting me again? Because this time, I will hit back.
No, you won't.
I don't
It should
know.
have been pretty great though. If they just had a straight up fist fight with your dad here.
Listen, there's one thing I know about video games. You fight your dad as a boss fight.
True.
All right, let's dive back in.
All right, here goes.
And actually,
Undan ni zero het stanyo. Awira awa unte yard on jadagu. Toner were
We're actually playing as Zio.
Desajero nero nuha.
cool.
Nekti
Can't
yate
play
huwa
as a
yate kerda.
Girl.
I think this is the only part of the game where in which you actually do.
Nekti ya otena de gari wastakwe. Agungwe da sun a wahuan nordun kwedzi niot nesagode ya ogun.
Oh god, how do I expand Discord screen? I can't see what she's talking about.
Nekzi ohon
There we
de
go.
hawihtun ya de haganerakwe. Zinuero jokwa templar alguego tadinyaro darhox. Ne onha at getsanis.
Compression just makes these white on white subtitles a little tricky.
Yeah.
So it turns out banging a Templar was a bad idea.
That said, every assassin that did that multiple times.
I mean, okay, worked out for Altair.
She got super dead, and he grieved forever about it.
Right, but that had nothing to do with being a Templar.
So
I mean,
okay, so
part of what they were angry about was like she could be an enemy. Grumble. Hi, Mom.
How the fuck did she not see that?
Okay, bye.
How was? Nexi dosa easy nakahonda di
Wait a minute. So normally they translate like in the old language is translated, right? Like Italian.
Yeah, not this time.
I appreciate the effort, but it feels kind of weird.
So when we were playing it as Hatham, there's a thing where you can collect pages of Ben Franklin's journal and return them to him. I didn't take the time to actually do that, but I'm pretty sure if you do, you get your reward is an extended cutscene of Benjamin Franklin talking about how great it is to bang old women.
Yep.
Which is something he actually was on record of talking about before in real life.
Ben Franklin.
Thanks, buddy.
So, like, these missions right here, this whole section where you're playing right now is probably my least favorite part of this game.
Yeah.
It's so dumb. Alright, so this is the Ben Franklin milk. We have
What'd you say about me?
Yeah, this is weird though. We literally just had a long tutorial that was way more interesting than this.
Yes, we did.
Now we're playing as Baby Connor.
Yeah, so like... This is like Fallout 3's intro if they also had you play your dad's quest.
I wonder if hide and seek is a thing that Native American kids played back in the day.
What's
it's simple.
I suppose.
I'd say you gotta play something.
Analyze clue.
Soccer. They just pull up the hexagonal ball out of nowhere and they just...
Guys, I hate playing with Doug because all he does is analyze clues when you play hide and seek. It's terrible.
Actually, what would have been cool if we did with lacrosse?
Yeah. I think... I'm trying to remember exactly... I mean, lacrosse was pretty widespread. It's probably reasonable.
All of these clues are just footprints in a very not random assortment.
They're children. They're not good at hiding.
Alright, we need to analyze them so that we can go back to home base, and then we can get some bestiary logs on these children to find out what their elemental weaknesses are.
I found you. You were just crouching.
Without making a mistake.
I thought I'd blend in with the environment.
Yeah, I don't really know what making a mistake entails.
Yeah. Ezio drags Port Borgia's corpse and Leonardo. Leonardo, make me a lightning sword out of this man.
Okay. A bit unorthodox, but alright.
Leonardo, I have brought you the soul of the deposed tyrant. Make me a weapon from his bones.
Well, I think is that could be both a Dark Souls and a Monster Hunter World reference.
Ta-da! We did it.
Mean, you're gonna get vastly different weapons though, whether you go the Souls route or the Monster Hunter route.
Yeah.
Man, Leonardo, how did you make a sword the size of like 10 people?
Out of human bones.
With one man's bones.
Listen, no, you know for a fact you had to grind that man 25 times to get out of bones.
You're trying to kill 24 Port Borgias.
Listen, no. If you kill Rodrigo, you get 3 per run, so you can actually mitigate the time a little bit. He's full of evil.
That clue wasn't very helpful, and there's 2 piles here, and I don't know which one.
Now you have to not make a mistake.
When you guys play hide and seek, did you follow the child that found you?
I'm trying.
That seems strange.
You can kind of see through the piles, and I'm trying to see if you can actually see the person.
Huh?
Well, it's fucking wild if in like Assassin's Creed 2 Leonardo da Vinci gave you the fucking bowgun.
It was just a fox.
You made the mistake.
I made the mistake.
You found a fox.
Frankly, I'd rather find a fox than a child.
Same. At this point in my life.
Connor is definitely part of Desmond's bloodline because he runs like an Assassin's Creed character.
Also interesting comparing this to like Sekiro, where Sekiro's fantastic history. Where it's like, yeah, there's a giant snake in this cavern. You doubting us?
Ancient space aliens.
Yeah. Right.
Now we get to hide.
Oscar, Degani, Asa, Gayerdi, Whisk, Yayak, Zada, Sadegu, Jotu, Oyerdi, Oscar Yuarde, Degani Yuarde, Asa Yuarde, Gayerdi Yuarde.
Alright, we need a VA who can count to 100. In Iroquois.
Oh, somebody's in there.
Oh no. I know it was the game like informing you the hide spot was occupied, but I wanted that kid to say that.
I actually wonder like how like they found the VAs in translation.
Oh no.
For this. Like,
what have we here?
It's
for a second there I thought it was gonna be George Washington.
No, it's Charles Lee.
It's Hatham and the boys.
It's T-boys.
Actually, I don't think Hatham's here. I think it's just Charles Lee.
The Tea Party? I'm trying to think of a good name.
You look familiar. Where have I seen you before?
I'm sensing protagonist.
I spit it on you.
That wasn't very nice.
Let me go!
Listen to that. He knows English.
Small for a savage.
Spirited too.
Alright. So these guys realized a little bit ago, so they have to really ramp up the
Only
evil.
tell us where your village is,
Yeah,
boy,
basically.
and you can go. Best do as he asks, child. I could snap your neck, you know.
Charles Lee's a piece of shit.
And pop. The sad little flame of your life.
I can't wait for the flash forward. Or the time skip and then we kill this guy.
Oh, this guy has a much better face than the dad.
Living in the dirt like animals. Oblivious
Charles
to the
Lee
true ways
is
of
what
the
I
world.
aspire all of my villains
The
to be.
wiser among you recognize the
Look
shape
at
of the
his
future.
face!
They throw themselves at our
Charles
feet
Lee
and
had a lot of
mercy.
effort put into him.
I mean, you will
Not
see
you,
why.
it seems. No. You cling desperately to your ways, too ignorant to know your folly. But I am not unkind. And so I spare you, that you may carry word to your people. Let them know the sooner we are given what we seek, the sooner you can return to your pathetic, empty lives. A fair trade, is it not?
What is your name?
Charles Lee. Why do you ask?
So I can find you.
Now that I know your name is Charles Lee, I can definitely track you down with that very distinct name.
Bam!
Well, see, he'll go around. He'll ask somebody, "Hey, do you know Charles Lee?" He's like, "Well, I know a couple of Charles Lees. This one's a huge asshole." "Oh yeah, that guy."
That guy. The funny part is, you have no idea how right you are. The rest of this game is literally just Connor walking around yelling Charles Lee at everyone. And it's not even a joke.
I love it because like there's games where you build your own rogues gallery and stuff, and that's fine. I think this game did it in a cool way, but like this whole game is Connor going fucking Charles. Oh boy. Oh boy.
And I mean, he's got a good reason.
Yeah, Charles sucks. It's great.
Wait, were they interrogating you to find the village?
Burn it down, because they want something and you know where it is.
But no, they went the other way. That means they had already burnt down the village.
Yep, and they're just dicks.
Well, I think more so it's that they, or at least they flavored it so that these guys wanted the land. Like, there was actually a reason for them to do this, and that it's a dispute against the natives for trying to get the land.
Right, but like,
the Templars are looking for the cave.
When he was talking to the kid, like, though, it was very clear that he's like, "Where are your people?"
Yeah.
Well, they already done. What if it turns out at the end of this game, like, Charles Lee had nothing to do with this? This was some other completely unrelated group of people.
God. This game doesn't need more villains. We've characterized too many.
I just punched through this wall.
I do kind of like that we now have familiarity with the villains right off the bat because of the intro.
Yeah. It's really good.
So anyway, I'm really looking forward to the end of the game. Connor, like, beating up Charles Lee in a fist fight and then letting him go.
Goodbye, Mom. That man literally had no features.
This dude is just like, doesn't even say a word. Yoink.
That child's in danger. I will be the hero today.
Like, he looks like he was, like, he also, his shirt looked kind of like featureless to me, like.
I have to admit, I do like the fact that they do have like your childhood friend in this game too.
Yeah, it's great.
I like this guy.
Oh.
Also, gesticulation, baby.
Now we get to play as teenage Connor.
Yeah.
Now we can free run.
Okay, I was wondering, because, like, the mother's voice actress was pretty good at, emoting in the language. So I figured, is she a native speaker? She is.
Mm-hmm. Also,
her name is the same as the character.
We're climbing trees, gentlemen. There's a bunch of animations for like climbing trees and jumping around, and it's pretty good actually. Feels nice.
When trees are close together, I think it's not the best free running in the series, but it's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Hook Blade added a lot to the series, but like jumping around trees feels.
They're gonna, they're gonna remember that as they will hunt these forests, like they're gonna kill the forest itself.
Kill the forest spirits.
Yeah.
So,
Princess Mononoke.
Connor was the son of a very charismatic, like, famous dude, and a pretty, like, feisty, charismatic native. And why does he sound like this?
Why does he emote like this?
Where did all of his bird go?
And it's like, Connor does get a bit of a bad rap for being very dull, but I think like it is part of his characterization to be very stubborn and bullheaded.
Yeah, but you can do that without sounding like, and I will go hunt now.
Yeah.
My name is Connor.
He does just sound bored.
Yeah.
Like part of that is, you know,
like you can be like surly and stop bullheaded and angry, but if that's all you are, you're not really.
There's not much more to it.
Like if you don't really have much charisma if that's how you're gonna act all the time.
Like Connor tells a joke, and it's not anything.
Yeah.
Hold right trigger only if you're unsafely in the trees. Warning, stickless to allies.
Oh.
God damn, I can't believe we had to save our friend. Your name is now useless, make uselessness.
Whoop.
Connor's really showing off his leg strength there.
Dang. Wish I could do that.
Go, Connor, go.
Run like the wind, boy. It can be a little unclear as to where the free running paths are in the trees sometimes.
I like that.
Rules of nature.
Yeah. Aww.
Yeah, the voice actor for Connor is Blackfoot from Montana, so not acting in a language he would, have grown up with.
True.
Alright, so I see that dot, so you use your prosthetic arm to get there.
Man, in Assassin's Creed where, like, it starts off, you just lose an arm and you get a piece of eaten arm that just is full of techno bullshit.
That would be hella OP.
I mean, main character is usually pretty OP in Assassin's Creed.
This is another new climbing animation.
Yeah,
the side climb.
It would be a level above.
Which always looks
also,
hilariously impossible to me.
Do you think that in Sekiro, all the interior ministry ninjas don't have left arms because they heard about the Shinobi Fang and didn't realize there's only one, so they all cut their arms off?
They got left arms, they're under their coat.
Yeah.
Oh, I just assumed they were all missing the interior minister, only hired dudes who had like no left arms.
We're back.
Hello, bird.
We're back to collecting feathers.
Oh, what?
That bird just owned you.
Yeah.
So
that was a little weird.
I've done that animation a couple times, and I always hit a branch. I'm like, how are you not dead?
Again, shadows die twice. It's like, and now this guy has dragon rot.
Yeah, now we gotta go finish his job.
Oh, I am the main character of an Assassin's Creed game. I gotta do everything.
See, this is Sekiro. We'd have gone to go get this egg. We would have found him, like, your friend bleeding on the side. Like, I tried to get the egg. Didn't go well.
Your dad killed me.
Alright, we're gonna learn to hunt.
Yeah.
My favorite part of this is that it's not another character teaching the player how to play the game, it's literally Connor teaching another person to do this stuff.
I appreciate that. Like, it's just, boy, this is the second stream and they're tutorializing stuff.
Yep. Gotta learn how to hunt animals.
And again, the first tutorial was much better.
It was full of intrigue and stuff. And
also, I mean, I guess it is justified in that Connor has different weapons than Haytham. Like, he's got the bow and arrow and the hatchet instead of the usual gun and wrist blade. Select the bow with our weapon wheel.
I mean, you gotta hit him blade at some point, though, right?
You do.
Yeah, okay.
Like, I don't know, it kind of feels like we could have like started later on in this journey of, like deciding instant style. Like, here's how you run a hunting. Bam.
I can. Yeah. Is there any option to, like, skip the tutorial on the, like, if you've got a clear file or something?
I actually don't
know.
know.
Also, when did video games stop making tutorials this long? I feel like they stopped at some point.
It's about this game right here.
Yeah, like, I think it was like sometime after Dark Souls came out and people started like trimming them down a bit. Because I remember it used to be an epidemic early on.
Yeah, I know. Like, I enjoyed Twilight Princess. I could never ever replay Twilight Princess. I tried once and it was like, Jesus Christ, the tutorial's still going.
I'm thinking now. A lot of the games I've been playing recently, their tutorial is like, here's some graphics on the screen. That's you're done.
They also kind of realized like you don't have to have like a pre-inciting incident like tutorial for everything. You can just like pop up when you're playing. Hey, it's like the old days where you just like learn the game by playing the game.
Well,
it's kind of
people didn't like that because they're like, I don't know what to do.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, we're obviously talking a lot about Sekiro. I know it's interesting, like, Sekiro's... I mean, it's got the, you know, pre-arm bit tutorial, and then short, like, the area after that has tutorial pop-ups, but it's, like, a lot less guided, because I know there were some I did not hit until I was going back there looking for things I missed, and I was like, oh, here's the aerial, or the leaping death blow tutorial spot.
Yeah, like that tutorial is literally just like, here's an easy area. The rest of the game is like this, and we'll tell you how to do stuff as it comes up.
I would like to point out that Connor did the wrist blade animation for killing that deer despite not having a wrist blade, so we literally just punched it in the neck and killed it.
Yeah.
Open palm, slam it.
Actually, I see blood there, so he just ripped it. He ripped out its heart.
Yeah, he just did the claw like he's Patrick Swayze.
Also, I'm used to the skinning animations from Red Dead Redemption 2, which are much more graphic. So it's a little bit weird to have it like just cutting to white.
Like, the hunting in this game is like a collectible. I did all the hunting late. So I got so bored of seeing that skinning animation.
Yeah.
It is horrendous if you time.
This game or Red Dead?
In this game, Red Dead I was fine with it because it was spread out enough.
It is kind of irritating though, because the animations in Red Dead are much longer.
Man, this guy just does not want to be in this game.
Not really.
Collect meat from 5 animals.
Also, the hunting is super, like, you don't have to do it. It gets you stuff, but who cares?
Anyway, we were gathering materials from animals. We were definitely in Monster Hunter World now.
Where did all the animals go?
That's, I mean, yeah, if there was a deer in Monster Hunter, what he's wearing would be very similar to what you make out of it.
There's the deer in Monster Hunter.
Oh?
Kelby's.
Oh yeah. Okay.
But
well,
I wonder how many. I wonder what element we get from the Charles Lee sacks and their associated weapons.
Darkness.
They just need to integrate or introduce Great Kelby to fight. God, have you seen, like, I'm just thinking about how, you see pictures of moose, but like next to human objects to give them scale, like you see them towering above a car.
Moose
a moose would
big.
probably fit pretty well in Monster Hunter.
Moose are kind of huge.
It's the moose with a flaming bale of hay attached to its horns.
Okay, I'm gonna open palm slam this deer again.
Yeah.
What?
Nope, he's just gonna straight up disappear.
That deer is an assassin.
Dang it.
Quit calling your spots.
Well, I'm gonna get this.
Take that, coyote.
What a meaty sound.
Yeah. Fuck.
What does the fox say?
Man, my mom's been seeing a coyote kind of around the neighborhood a couple times lately. Naturally, this happens, like, the week before she gets a new batch of chickens to try raising.
Also, the thing I didn't realize is the coyotes are fucking tiny.
Yeah, they're not huge.
Depends where you are. Like, around here, they're pretty... They're, like medium dog size. Or larger sometimes, because, like, I've actually heard from my mom, she was researching them, and like the average size of coyotes is kind of going up because they're interbreeding with stray dogs.
Huh.
So here's hoping they don't become, too non-afraid of humans because of it.
Mm-hmm.
It's no good for anyone.
Yeah.
Well, it's good for the coyotes, I guess.
No, because coyotes get mixed too much with humans, they get shot.
I mean, yeah. It's good for the really brave ones who want to fight.
Okay, gonna try this again. Hope this one doesn't vanish into thin air.
It made me feel bad, but there was a good reason for it. When I was working at the wildlife clinic, when you're like feeding the squirrels, you're supposed to scare them to make them, because you want them to not be like harassing people once they're let out. Though
you gotta spook them.
That's
yeah,
funny.
I mean, I tried, but those squirrels, like, it apparently does not take long before they do not care if you are a human.
No selling it.
One of them actually jumped on me.
Oh my god.
You're where the food is at. Come here.
There's a feeding frenzy here.
You're already dead.
Man, if only you had 2 hidden blades.
Got a knife. Oh god, the fucking squelch.
I haven't snared anything. There's no good snaring spots, I guess. Or there is, you could just leave it around.
We very briefly had a coyote at the wildlife clinic, but it didn't make it.
Oh.
There were coyotes on where I used to live at Quidnick Island, which is wild because I kind of want to know how they got there. Like, did they have to swim there, or did they take the bridge? They probably swam there. Like I know deer like swim around here in the bay.
Oh. Oh well. Who needs optional objectives?
Not in this game.
There's Rabbit. I don't know where you guys all were. Yeah, what do you get for doing all the optional objectives in this game?
Oh, I actually don't. I did it because I was like, I have nothing else to play, but I honestly don't remember it in years.
It's probably like a cheat menu or something. I think that's what you get in 4.
That's what did in Brotherhood.
Yeah.
Otku.
It's Charles Lee. Oh, no, it's a bear.
It's a bear!
Oh my god, Charles Lee has attained the power of the Animorphs.
Oh god.
Alright. See, we introduced Charles Lee, and we introduced the bear. We're getting all the recurring antagonists in.
No, Charles Lee is that bear.
Oh man.
That's his final form in the boss fight. You have to fist fight a bear.
There's a hunt in this game where you fight a legendary bear.
Hell yeah.
What's its name?
I don't remember, but it has like a scar and stuff, and it lives in a cave.
What the heck am I supposed to be doing right now? This bear just ran away. Okay.
I would head back towards the city, yeah.
Escape from the bear! The bear ran away from you!
The bear ran from me.
If you stick in the area, it'll show back up and like swipe at you again.
Okay.
Yeah, because you can't defeat the bear at your age. What are you, 15?
Right, you have to be 21 in order to actually legally defeat a bear.
I mean, yeah. Our bounty is thin. Connor, you killed 4 deer.
Not enough.
That's why I couldn't find any rabbits. He took them all.
I named each of these deer Charles
It doesn't
Lee.
look like a rabbit. It looks more like a fox to me.
Yeah.
There's nobody in the village.
Everybody died during the attack.
Oh, there they are.
Also, I've never seen a fox living in here, and I'm kind of mad now. But I can tell you there are definitely rabbits here.
You gotta watch out for doubles of you then.
Like, so many a lot of rabbits actually. Surprised we didn't see any. And hawk, occasionally. The hawk, because there are a lot of rabbits.
The village mother. How's she feeling?
Also, I just decided to look up, like, to see if there actually were foxes in Massachusetts. And under tips for residents, one of the things is, don't let foxes intimidate you.
They will try.
I'll fucking show who's boss.
Danu ne ha ajungwa deri wayani ne ayetia se dani sege.
Your eyes are really tiny.
A bit.
Yes.
Yungwa dora is in a tona ya de wayer hage. Yungwa ya do dar he zino gayera ne de ti swat neda. Danu ne dogat tona de wayere yot deru.
Those are huge chunks of wood in the background. Here is your hidden blade, also a lightsaber.
I wonder if it's better to like overact when you're speaking in a foreign language and for like most audiences. Here it is. Like, I wonder if it's better to like overact so that you can get like more emotion out of it.
I mean, I've tried out for a couple parts in French that I don't I don't speak it, but like, I just tried to
Greetings, Guardian.
pronounce as good as I possibly could.
Are you a spirit?
Why are you speaking English?
You may think of me as such.
Because she did first.
You are where you were before.
Does like she only speak English?
If you mean to ask
She's
what it is you
speaking
now see,
what she
it
believes
is known
to
as
be
the
like
Nexus.
the native language.
From here, probabilities are calculated
Speaking
so that
directly
the
to
proper
your
path
brain.
may be chosen.
What path?
Still doesn't make sense why she's speaking English though.
Because they speak like the native language of like the people around.
Well, yeah, but
Right, but that's not.
Follow me.
it would be cool. Like, it would demonstrate her powers a bit if she was just flawlessly, conversing in Mohawk.
I'm a bird.
Yep. Hey, why'd you turn me into
What
a
have you done
bird?
to me?
Selected a form familiar to your culture. It is designed to ease navigation.
Familiar to what?
Yeah.
We have waited millennia for
Zara,
your arrival.
Form familiar to your culture.
Who will bring to him the last piece.
Avoid mid-air
That he may
collisions.
open
Oh,
the
jeez,
door.
the controls
I
are
do
so
not
bad.
understand.
Nor need you.
Also,
yeah.
why did she have to do any of this?
But such was not my intention.
So she
You
could
are
lead you to a
important,
place.
child.
Right,
In
but
more
why
ways
doesn't?
than you will ever know. As we speak, forces gather in secret, preparing to seize control of the land. If they succeed,
the sorrow.
sanctuary will be breached.
God, I honestly can't tell if the control stick is up or down is down.
Like,
It's so bad. I am just flailing in random directions,
Yours is
and
a special lineage.
it seems to be working.
Past, present, future. Many are connected to you. Many who have changed the world.
oh, so fucking bullshit.
Who
Ezio
will
had to
change
do
the
like
world.
20 years of revenge
So
to get a
too
message
shall
from
you.
someone else, and you
I
just
have
show
called
up
you
on
here
it.
that you might know your duty.
Well, they
You
need
must
to rely on the
protect
assassins
sanctuary
now,
from
'cause
those
the
who would
Templars,
undo
like,
our
use their
work.
shit.
What sanctuary? What work?
Yeah, what the fuck have you done?
Maintaining your current course will result in a negative outcome. Premature access will destabilize the region. Your village and its people will be destroyed.
Yeah, just go to fucking Yggdrasil then.
Yeah, World Tree.
I think this thing looks cool.
I mean, this is definitely
What am I to
interesting.
do?
It's different.
Yeah.
You will learn of a man who
I
will
don't know how to
provide
pronounce
additional
that.
training. Seek this symbol.
Okay.
No doubt you have many questions. Time will see them
There,
answered.
seek.
For now, you must follow.
Oh,
Leading is for later.
No. But,
Why did she design something where you can die in it?
Well, he did it, but like this is where like the precursors start to just out and out use the assassins.
yeah.
And I kind of wish they weren't so ready to go along with it. Like, it always feels like they're operating from behind, and I don't know how they keep operating from behind.
For a second there, I thought that flower was growing out of his head.
Laid there so long, a flower grabbed its head.
Man. How did I get here?
I was just...
Also, I really hope they drop the precursor stuff in the future games. Like, it's fine to have the technology there, but the precursors themselves getting involved is like... Yeah, it just doesn't feel right. It doesn't sit right with me.
I think, yeah, it would be... I think it would be neat if, you know, we use the they use the information of, you know, the destroyed civilization and discovered, you know, they had this almost complete solution rather than being told. like if if what they left were actual recordings and not hyper AIs with predictions.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing I wouldn't complain if they did that, they would have an AI, but it was like the Templars or something. As an antagonist, that'd be cool. Did it just me, or did they like? Is that roll the carpet like materialize in her hand like half a second after they cut back to her?
No, she had it.
Oh.
We're about to meet a cool guy.
Problem with, it not being in English, it's like have to be looking at the screen the whole time. I can't browse Twitter.
Find your way.
This woman is incredibly monotone.
Yeah,
she is.
I think it's kind of cool that it's not in English. Not all of their VAs are pulling it off.
Nope.
I mean, I've listened to some like Native American languages before. Like, there's a museum here that's got a whole display all about it, with a lot of stories being told in like Native American languages, and they do sound kind of monotone.
I mean,
some of them, anyway. I don't know about them.
I expected the journey would fill me with a sort of pride.
I mean, museums aren't known for their like.
But whatever it was that carried me away from home,
and again, the people who are telling the stories might not be the most.
Small amount of doubt. Had I been too hasty? Had I made a mistake?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The others in the village.
When you go to the museum, probably not going to be like,
"Hey,
kid, you want to learn about Thomas Edison? This is going to be wild."
But it never felt that way.
There's this one.
It was
took a road trip a while back, driving to Michigan a few years ago, and we passed through.
Then who?
I can't remember exactly where. The Nez Perce Reservation. They've got a pretty cool center at the heart of the monster, which is this significant rock formation that's got like an audio component of telling the associated mythology.
Wait, what? He just cut that thing's throat with the side of his hand.
We discovered a cougar.
This dude's a fucking badass. He's got fucking blade hand. Why does he even need to draw the knife? Just pull the meat off with your bare hands, dude.
He stands up next to a cougar, cuts it down with the edge of his hand.
Connor's the most virtuous assassin, therefore he's the strongest.
This is Minecraft.
Apparently, Connor is the only assassin in Desmond Memories that legitimately didn't kill anybody or any civilians. Because Altair killed a dude.
Altair's first interaction on screen was killing a random old man for no reason.
Yep. Ezio blew up a bunch of people when he set off some gunpowder.
It's kind of funny. So, Altair, as an old man, his family gets partially murdered, and he goes on becomes, wise sage Altair. Ezio, as like a young adult, his family gets murdered. He does his thing. Connor gets the earliest start yet. He's still a child when his family dies.
No, he still has one family member.
Nope.
So we have to resolve this.
Some very strange things just happened.
I mean, you're allowed to have a few family members. Ezio still had his sister.
Right, which is why he never became the wise sage.
Yeah. Everybody's got to go.
You can only become the most powerful assassin if everyone you know and love is dead.
Yeah. Alright, so obviously the next protagonist, their entire family is going to die when they're like 3, and they're going to be raised by a precursor orb.
Hello, little one. I am Juno. Correct. You are an assassin.
You should be able to speak.
Nope.
Here is a tiny wrist blade.
My parents died at my birth. I have lived here, sustained somehow for 3 years.
The further that screen opens the quick time event of you being born.
I killed my parents by being born.
God, there's
It's like a QTE event. It says like it's the hidden blade button. And it just says "Be born."
There's a group of people who made the argument that in Assassin's Creed, I believe it's 2, A Brotherhood, the one where you go on that rendezvous with Maria, that because the camera stays with Maria and you see Altair walk off, that you are playing as the assassin that is now inside Maria. People are weird.
Get out of the way! After him!
I like how Connor rolled forward.
Get out of the way.
Connor, this isn't Dark Souls. You parry now. What?
Oh, they're trotting.
Oh.
Davenport.
Homestead.
Davenport. Davenport.
Some things are just born into your DNA that you know how to do.
Yeah. Rock with me, y'all.
Actually, nothing bad. Like Connor's bow predates the big bow craze in video games, right?
I guess it was in Zelda first.
No, but there was a while where like everyone had a bow.
Oh.
Like
yeah.
Crisis 3, Tomb Raider, Horizon Zero Dawn.
Well, this came out in 2012.
The Last of Us, so yeah, it probably did.
It's a good weapon to have for both survival and looking neat.
Right, but there's like a surge in bow usage.
Yeah.
I really miss the jump animations in Majora's Mask.
Native fellas from the what's it called? Iroquois tribe. Aye, you from that?
Of course not,
Grandpa?
Teddy. Iroquois ain't a tribe.
Is so.
Is not. The Iroquois is a confederation.
I can just feel the author's like Google research coming up right now.
Confederation, ya Tony.
I love how Connor doesn't even say anything; just basically ignores them.
So, normally in an Assassin's Creed game, we have like a hub, right? And we see it, eventually. Where's our hub?
Well,
tutorial land for 7 years.
We are.
Where's our hub at?
We're in it.
That bar that Kenaway was at.
No, actually, we do get like a proper house to ourselves, more or less.
Oh, that house.
And it just so happens that hey, we're here.
You don't say.
Or at least maybe. This
How
isn't our house.
fortuitous of me to bring it up.
A boorish man. Who is this boorish man? The last guys we met were fairly boorish.
Oh, you fucking what, man? Fucking knock on my door?
Here we get.
Fucking skinny, man.
I was told you could train me.
No.
Cut to black. Credits.
Oh god.
Go away.
I'm not leaving.
That's such a good fucking intro.
I want to do that now. I want to edit this so that happens and it just cuts to the credits.
Yet you have a a 20-minute video. It's 5 seconds of that, and then the credits.
God damn it! I was told you can train me. No.
Just waited here until it was dark.
I heard you could train me.
I gotta
this shit. I'm out.
Gotta find shelter from the rain. I'm just gonna hide in this guy's barn.
Can you train me now?
Yeah.
I need a place to camp. This isn't a camp, Connor. This is a barn.
This is
a lot of firewood.
Perfect.
If you don't train me, I'll fucking burn your barn down, old man.
Just gonna lay here. Just gonna.
Just look at his eyes wide open like that.
Just gonna squat on your property until you train me.
Is that how it works?
You can see the fog rolling in because I'm a fucking vampire. I'm the Daywalker.
You can call me Blade.
I would be trained by Blade, not gonna lie.
Wesley Snipes, if you're watching this.
Not Wesley Snipes, the Blade.
Oh.
I've heard some weird stuff about Wesley Snipes on set.
Yeah, he was good. Yeah, Blade 3 is just legendarily strange.
I really want the exact same cutscene to play. I heard you could train me. No. Click.
Still no.
What if it was like this thing where it was just a secret, like you couldn't get him to train you until you did some optional stuff in the end game?
Another way in.
Now we're literally gonna break and enter.
See, if it was like, if the developers did it, they'd probably make you do it. He'd say no again, and then it'd be like 3rd time's a charm for a mission or something.
Please, all I ask is a moment of your time.
I apologize if I've been unclear or otherwise confused you with my words. It was never my intention to mislead, so let me try to clarify. Get the hell off my land.
Coming
so
up.
Maybe. Actually, that'd be pretty funny if, like, a video game, they're about to set the tutorial, and it's like, talk to this guy and explain how to play the game to you. And they're just like, no, and that was a tutorial.
Get out of my face.
Also, I keep on thinking of those circles. I'm thinking of, like, Sekiro, like, the hook arm things.
Crap,
I wish.
Just hear me out. What are you so afraid of?
You.
Afraid? You think I'm afraid of anything? Least of all a self-important little scab like you?
Got him.
Or you might dream of being a hero, of riding to rescues, of saving the world. But stay this course, and the only thing you're gonna be is dead.
Actually, why is Connor doing this?
Connor has a very strong sense of, I will fix things that nobody else will. Constantly.
Because I wasn't paying attention that much, so all I got was he got turned into a bird.
I will not leave. Do you hear me?
Yep.
Shown a tree.
I'm never leaving.
And then this one was like, "Hey, your mom knew this
Just
dude."
wait, old man.
Yeah.
I assumed he was in it for revenge.
No, Connor, legitimately, he's like, I will do things that nobody else will do.
So
Charles Lee sucks, and I will kill him, but I'm gonna keep doing this thing until I get it. Because he's so stubborn.
Actually, he doesn't mention Charles Lee at all. Like,
you have to.
If revenge is a motivation, they haven't brought it up.
We'll get there.
Hi, horse.
Connor, remember the Iron Code.
He legitimately believes he's gonna constantly change the world because he really, really wants to.
Square toes. This'll be easy.
That's what you said last time, and I wound up with a dead horse and a dark eye.
Who are you?
Dead horse.
Dead horse.
No one you need concern yourself with.
I love being
Best cut first something bad happens.
No.
Tea and ladyfingers.
Can't say we didn't warn ya.
Another combat tutorial. No,
For a second, okay, we have an axe. For a second there, I thought we were gonna have to fist fight these dudes. Wait, we're fighting like 6 dudes at once. Are we sure we need training?
Also, since Connor fights with a hatchet, he has a bunch of new kill animations.
Yeah. Yeah.
What the?
Connor, so Connor
Again,
hatchet kind of owns.
It's pretty great.
Do we need training? We seem to be doing just fine.
One of the things that the game developers like.
That dude's fucking dead.
One of the things that the developers like talked a lot about was how
Where
they
you gonna
put a
play?
bunch of new like kill animations, and that Connor's were specifically designed to be like more brutal than Ezio's and less kind of, you know, like fluid and dancey. Yeah.
Yeah,
makes sense.
Connor is built.
Thank you.
He's built more than Ezio was.
He's strong.
He's really strong. He's very bullheaded.
Then I suppose we should talk.
But yeah, all of the animations with the hatchet are pretty great. Very brutal.
Damn, the guy with limp is making villains.
Oh, it was raining inside the house for a second. Connor, you doofus.
Sorry.
Not your fault. This whole place is ready to come down. Goddamn miracle it hasn't already. Anyway, who are you?
My name is Rado Hangado.
Right.
Try that one 3 times.
I'm not even going to try and pronounce that. Now, tell me why you're here.
I was told to seek this symbol.
Do you even know what that symbol represents? Or what it is you're asking for?
No.
And yet, here you are.
The spirit said that I am...
These spirits of yours have been harassing the assassins for centuries. Ever since Ezio uncorked the bottle.
Achilles, you know he doesn't know who
what
Ezio
an
is.
assassin is, do you? Well, best settled in then. I've got a story to tell, and it's gonna take a while to get it all out.
Also, it's weird that you referred to him by his first name. Like, is there any historical figure anyone refers to by their first name?
Vlad.
And so...
But you ever just say Vlad, not Vlad the Impaler?
Have dedicated themselves to the pursuit of the Templars. Because if they succeed, your spirit's visions will become reality.
Then I will stop them.
Oh, I have no doubt you'll try.
I will always stop them.
Come on. I've something to show you.
It sure is lucky to me that Charles Lee, unknowns to me, is also a Templar.
Wasn't a joke when
I mean, if he wasn't, he probably wouldn't care.
Right, but I don't think you'd ever
Why
go
don't
after
you
Charles.
repair it?
Also,
What's
Connor, you
the
have an
point?
email.
Besides, I don't have materials for the job.
So this is gathering
Go buy
materials to
them.
repair the manor, a new side quest.
Maybe.
What is with Assassin's
Look at
Creed and
me.
real estate?
You think I can just march into some store,
But it's
purse
not like
full of
not even,
pounds
like,
and
a lot
go
of-
shopping?
It's like I'm gonna make
Yes.
a homestead.
Why not?
So naive.
Still real estate.
It is.
This way.
Like Assassin's
Also-
Creed 4, we're gonna open up like a sea bar. Wait, no, we're gonna have Pirate Island. Wait, we are gonna. Goddamn, we're gonna have a Pirate Island 4, aren't we?
It's time.
Looking forward to owning Versailles eventually in the future.
I don't think think you can just come in here, throw those on, and call yourself an assassin?
I did not. I would never presume...
That's all right. I know they've a certain allure.
Achilles.
These clothes turn me on.
I love Achilles.
Very well. I'll train you. Then we'll know if you've the right to wear those robes.
Thank you.
Name's Achilles. Come on then. We've work to do.
This random kid just showed up in my life, and now it's time to unearth all my old plans of saving the world.
What if he like took off that like fake wall there and
You
just
are a
collapsed?
speck of dust, a nothing.
Guess who it is?
You and all your kind, living in the dirt like animals.
Oh shit, that
Oblivious to
guy.
the true ways of the world.
What do the Templars want?
What they've always wanted. Control. They see an opportunity in the colonies. A chance for new beginnings, unfettered by the chaos of the past. This is why they backed the British. Here
really
they have a
need to
chance
figure
to
that shit.
illustrate the merits of their beliefs. A people in service to the principles of order and structure.
I have seen what is to come if they succeed. They have to die, don't they? All of them. Even my father.
Wait.
Hey, what?
Especially your father. He's the one holding the whole thing together.
How did... I think I missed something.
Yeah, how did he know that?
I mean...
that hate them as his dear?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mom.
I guess.
Right, but...
So
it
I
sounds like
trained
he already knew he was a
in running,
Templar.
in climbing, in fighting.
He did not.
In falling. And for every lesson that concerned the body, there were two that
Not
concerned
gonna
the
lie,
mind.
if I just like opened up
Language,
like a hit
philosophy,
list and like
logic,
on the top of it
the arts.
was basically it said like
Achilles taught
the leader of
most
the
often
Templars,
the
your
assassins and
dad.
Templars, their structures, origins,
I would
and
have a bit
purpose.
more of a reaction.
Centuries of history
Connor
condensed
is
into a
too
few
focused.
short days. I told him of the men who had burned my village, of Charles Lee, and my promise to him. Achilles explained that Lee and his followers were Templars, and that they were led by none other than my own father. If I was to serve the order, these men would become my targets. So I worked harder, learned faster, but for all my progress, it was clear that I still had much to learn. My training had
Finally, we're
only just
kind
begun.
of skipping over that.
Good morning.
To you as well. You taking a trip?
I've decided to do something about the house, and you're going to help me. Get in.
We come back and Charles Lee has like broken the house and is throwing like a massive rave.
Charles Lee. Connor shakes his fist.
What's up, Savage? Having a party at your place?
This broke the chamber pot's overflowing now, so we're just vomiting in the corners.
Sorry.
Come on.
Charles Yeet.
This place is incredible. The people, the sounds and smells. I could walk these streets for days and
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that this town does not smell very good.
The same as you.
There's a pig wandering the streets.
There is literally no plumbing. I think like at this point in time, like the streets would literally be filled with excrement.
So many opportunities.
For a few.
I love it.
For a few.
Oh, great.
No. Won't let me pet the dog.
Game sucks.
That's cruel and unusual. Pet the dog.
There's a store close to here. You're to buy the items on this list. Tell them where the carriage is, and they'll see that it's loaded. Understood?
Yes.
Good. You're also going to need a new name. Your skin is fair enough that you might pass for one with Spanish or Italian blood. Better to be thought a Spaniard than a native. And both are better still than I.
That is not true.
What's true?
Yes, it is.
And what is aren't always the same.
What would you call me then?
Kana. Yes, that will be your name. All right then, off you go.
Personally, I would have been lazy and just called him Ken.
Pet the dog. Pet the dog. Pet the
I
dog.
would've
Pet the
killed
dog.
him.
Pet the dog. No. Can't. Can't pet the dog.
Imparting any notion of discipline in the boy.
Merchant.
He'll work the fields till the epiphany of sin.
Wish I had a dog right now.
I can do the. I can pet the pigs. Not really petting.
Here's an idea for like a cheap like lemonade stand knockoff. You just have a stand where you can have people charge for like $1 to pet your dog.
That'll probably work.
I mean, I'd pay $1 to pet a dog.
You can pay $1 for anything.
I thought those people were like telling the cat to go
Celebrating
away.
the cat.
Yeah, they're trying to shoot
I
the
thought
cat.
they were cheering the cat on.
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
cat.
yeah, you fucking go, cat.
All without our consent. The Revenue Act, the indemnity.
I'm glad that they didn't make you do this in some later
I also
games.
know that the writers have a habit of just like saying like, "Hey, we read the Wikipedia article on this."
You lost?
Racism. Ugh.
I need the items on this list.
Will you be paying with coin or
And then
trade?
just
Some of these things I have, some I don't. Lumber's hard to come by since my supplier up and vanished. I have the tools and pitch, though. Nails, too. So, where do you want this delivered?
Our wagon is near the State House.
You know, for such a like sleazy guy that they presented him as, he seemed pretty on the level.
Like once he saw money, he was like, finally.
Yeah, I'm
should
surprised,
return
you know,
to
they
the
didn't have
killers.
him rip you off or attempt to rip you off. Oh well.
Come with us. We've had enough. Ragtag and riffraff, come with me.
you get there, and it's like, "Oh, sorry, all our stuff's already been bought by who? Some Charles Lee guy."
Charles?
What happened?
That's what we're going to find
King
out.
Street. We'll show 'em.
Follow me.
Down to the customs house for a spree. Come along.
Everybody's yelling at the British.
The important thing here is I hope they show off. God fucking damn it! I think I know what's gonna happen.
Do you think it's the Boston Massacre?
Yes, and if it is, I'm gonna be pissed if we just happen to be here for this.
Oh man.
Oh. Dice is
that is
about
the
to
name of this
explode.
game. If we just happen to be here at this moment in time.
We're not going anywhere, Bug.
Oi! Why did you
She's
go
in
back to
forest.
No good can come of this chaos. Return to your
Didn't
home
we kill you
and
in the
all will
prologue?
be forgiven. Never. Not until you've
You're
answered
not
for your
the
crimes.
rebel.
You're right, cowards here. Guns and arms. We ain't afraid.
Is that my father?
Hathem's going gray now.
Yes, which means trouble is sure to follow.
Are they saying he caused the Boston Massacre?
He might have.
This crowd is a powder keg. We can't allow him to light the fuse.
But
nothing. Do as I say and go.
Come on, you gosh-gutted
At this
coward.
point in time, the mob was throwing stuff at the British
Hey,
soldiers.
Lobster, go ahead. Fire your little gun.
Okay. So the Boston Massacre was a Templar plot.
Boy, you there. What's all the fuss about?
Fire at the townhouse.
Anyway, I'm looking forward to Connor being called in as a witness to the trials.
Yeah, well, to me.
John Adams?
Yep. I just closed the tab on the Wikipedia article.
Oh, there's a "Don't tread on me" flag.
I remember that because I learned that John Adams was Sam Adams' cousin, and that was the same Adams who started Sam Adams Beer. I'm like, oh, that's a hell of a thing.
What's this man about to do?
Also, I read a book about John Adams for high school. It was a very interesting book.
Well, this guy's on a roof with a gun.
Your plot is ended.
Not quite.
Oh no. Charles Lee!
Damn you! Fire!
I love how they make Charles Lee look even more evil after the time skip.
It's so funny.
He's got greasy hair and a beard.
What the fuck? They pulled his hairline back. Oh, look, it was him. Fucking right.
Oh my god, they made the Boston Massacre and a Templar plot!
Stay on it. We'll run him down.
What else could it have been?
Fucking Kenway causes the Boston Massacre!
Connor, why are you on the fence? Get down.
There's a revolution on. Can't afford to be on the fence.
Ouch.
Pick a side. Whoa. Just did the thing to you.
Like, and I don't remember the history books the part where some guy killed like half a dozen British soldiers in the back alley after the Boston Massacre, but...
Yeah, given... I feel it would... It's like, sure, these people died in the so-called Boston Massacre, but like 7 more people than that died 3 blocks over.
I don't know how to escape this. I don't think I can. There we go.
Alright, so what you do is you, it's choking. So what you gotta do is you gotta, like, punch through between the arms, and then, like, link your arms together, and then just pull backwards.
So, that was a pretty good illustration of one of the problems with this game, and that is the fact that once you get caught in a city, like, every guard in the immediate area knows where you are. So if you just if you stay in place and just fight people, you will fight people like forever. And if you're trying to run and like find a place to hide, it can be so hard. Oh.
There are guards.
Okay.
So everywhere.
Yep.
They're so close. The guards are pretty sparse and like, hey, Jaegers.
Yeah.
Really shows how much our problem quarrying troops in homes was, because there were just so many fucking soldiers living in so many homes.
Easy, Jaegers. Okay, let's see.
But yeah, I remember being so frustrated with this game because you'll get caught and then you'll be just running and trying to find somewhere to hide, but you just keep running into guards over and over and over again.
Because there's way too many.
Yeah, well, in fact, why are there so many guards? Why can't you just kill them all and be done with it?
Because it's the same problem as in Brotherhood. Every time you kill more, they hire like 80 in their place.
Why though? Running away doesn't look very fun. Like
generally not.
Like waiting for alerts to reset is like one of the worst parts of these kinds of games.
And it would be fine if like there was just they were less thin. Like they're just so close. So like, oh, I got caught by a guy. Now I'm fighting 15.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, usually in the other games, it's like if you fought enough people after a while, then they would just stop and you'd be free to go, basically. But in this, in this, it just feels like it just goes on forever.
It's crazy.
Do we even have a hidden blade yet?
Nope. We got a knife though.
We are training to be in this.
It looked like he just mimed the hidden blade animation. That's
I mean, that's what he's been doing this entire time.
Yep. Seems like a bit of an oversight.
It's a little strange. They have done that in previous games though, where it's like if you don't have your hidden blade, they still do the hidden blade animations.
Over here.
Don't know.
It's foggy in this game.
I mean, that's just the dark magic of Dracula.
Speak of the devil.
You're Achilles' boy. Connor, was it? I saw what happened at the townhouse. A fine mess that.
Who are you?
Yeah,
Samuel.
that was wild, man.
God fucking damn it. Wait, are we gonna get wasted with
asked me
Sam
to
Adam?
get you out of Boston.
Explain.
The whole city's looking for you.
Explain.
Oh yay! Oh
Explain.
yay! A criminal stalks the streets, wanted in connection with the massacre at the townhouse.
Like a Final Fantasy portrait.
To call the guards if they see him.
They made that fast.
Yeah.
Mama,
What am I supposed to do?
You can take down these posters for a start. Return to me once you remove the others.
Teaching us how to remove our
Take down
notoriety.
those posters, and then we'll talk.
Don't worry though, like Sam knows a pretty good lawyer if we get caught, so.
Also, I remember when I first played this game, Connor's head was real weird. Oh boy. Okay.
Okay, you're not the Boston Massacre, but you're certainly for this.
God. God.
Yeah.
At this rate, we're gonna kill more British soldiers just fucking around than we did at the Battle of Lexington and Concord.
It is.
There we go. That horse.
Also, I love that one of Connor's disarm animations is literally just hitting the guy in the throat with his axe.
Connor, like, I love Connor because he's a very stark contrast to Ezio, and I wasn't the biggest fan of Ezio. He's just so violent. I find it great.
Why are there so many guards?
Fuck you!
Alright. Yahtzee.
No, and now they're shooting at me too, so they can hear me.
So, great gamer, greatest game.
How does that work? He jumped in the pile of hay. Where'd he go?
Whereas you all know if a human being falls in a pile of hay, they're just fucking dead, right?
The only problem is that there's nothing I can do at this point.
Yeah, there's nowhere you can really go. You gotta fight.
Oh, of course you walk around the corner.
Like, seriously, how did this not start a war?
I mean, to be fair, this kind of did start a war.
No, the war didn't start in earnest until I think Lexington and Concord. I don't know the time frame, but this is not when the war started. This is when things started getting really bad.
Got heated. People got angry.
There's kind of a slow build up to this.
Yeah.
That just seemed excessive.
All of it does.
It really does feel like you're doing it wrong by fighting all of these people, but it's just there's so many guards in this area that I don't know how else you're supposed to do it.
So you can stealth this. it's way harder than it should be.
Also, we don't even like destroy the posters, we just tear them down, so theoretically someone could just walk by and post it back up.
Yes.
And all we had to do was get 2 posters.
Like, that was indoors.
Enemies will detect you.
I am complaining a lot, but I'm not too mad right now. I don't know why.
It's okay.
I just complain. I apologize.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like there's going to be a lot of complaining.
There you are.
Especially because...
I'd like you to meet Cyrus.
Oh,
Is he the
get
killer?
mad with the convenience.
Peace. Cyrus is on our side, or rather, for the right price, he will be.
Have you seen this man?
Watch and learn.
Oyez! Oyez! Word has reached us that the man responsible for today's shooting may have been in disguise. A wig and makeup tin were found near the scene of the crime. Witnesses describe a middle-aged gentleman of pale complexion fleeing towards the wharves, rifle in arm.
They arrest Sam Adams.
Smooth.
Cyrus. Pleasure. Come on, then. There's still one last bit of work to do.
Also, yeah, in a modern video game, it feels like this entire crier section would have just been a tutorial tip prompt.
Where do you think all those posters came from?
I mean, that's what it was in the Ezio games. Is just like, hey, that guy's yelling, pay him once. You're done.
They're just like, okay, how do we slow this down even more?
Come on. This way.
I can go by rooftop and meet you there.
No. Better you learn about the tunnels now.
Tunnels?
The Masons have a whole network of them under the city. They're quite useful when speed and secrecy are required.
Wait, didn't we already know this?
I think so.
Mm-hmm.
Are you... Oh, okay. He's not actually going to lead me there. He's...
I can't believe this game is 30% tutorials.
I can't believe we're a Freemason.
Checkpoint. They're not doing a very good job at guarding the alleyways, though.
Yeah. Who's gonna take the alleyways? I love the drummers.
Yeah, they got drummers in their little marching bands now.
The drummer is usually the first person I kill, so they have no one to raise their spirits.
I also like how he was passing out, said his name is Connor, so he'd pass with a Spaniard, but he's still wearing all the furs.
Yeah.
These are my Spanish furs.
Keep up, Sam Adams.
Beer sucks.
I gotta
Take
get
that.
it. Now, is there a way in there without having to climb up?
How long is the countdown until you meet Paul Revere?
A few hours. Like, there's a reason why this game was described as like Connor's adventure through the American Revolution, because it's quite literally just they're just gonna run around and do all this stuff.
I swear to fucking God, if we're there for the sign of the Declaration, I am just gonna flip over a table. No. That's in Virginia! Or Philadelphia,
Fantastic.
Philadelphia, which is in Pennsylvania, I believe. Well, I believe it's in Philadelphia. I know Philadelphia is in Pennsylvania.
It is.
I know my geography.
I went to a sports game there for sports.
My understanding, though, is now like Pennsylvania's being ruled by Gritty, though. So.
Kinda. Other mascots are really mad that Gritty's popular over there.
Hold on.
It's awfully dark in this tunnel. Oh yeah, is this the game where like to use the fast travel stuff we actually have to run around in the tunnels?
Mm-hmm.
God, this is the worst.
They just do not respect your time in this game.
Not really.
Like, it's an interesting concept, but Man.
They'll help us find our way.
This
so we
is
can
the
turn
purpose of
around.
fast travel, though.
They built these tunnels.
Well, I mean, it's legitimately faster. Like you can move very large distances in what it's like impossible space. But there's like secrets and shit down here, and it doesn't need to be this way. It doesn't.
You know what's faster than this? A menu.
It is. Like, what they combined the assassin tombs kind of with this a little.
I guess, yeah.
Sort of, but like.
It reminds me of the Marrow and the Evil Within 2, but the Marrow was a full level.
Yeah, I agree.
Much as it pains me to say it, we must follow the rats, as they often move in the direction of an exit.
That is sometimes true.
Well, I can't fit in a hole that big, so we're gonna have to go around.
Figure out who we're gonna meet. We're definitely gonna meet John Adams, John Hancock, Benedict Arnold.
Yep.
Well. You were right.
Madison.
I apologize for ever
Madison, definitely.
No wonder Achilles has taken such an interest in you.
Arse.
We're gonna have the British guys.
Part of your repertoire.
There's gonna be Cornwallis. Who else would we meet?
We've already met George Washington.
Yep. I'm trying to think of guys who we're gonna meet. We're gonna meet Thomas Paine. That French general who joins
Lafayette.
All of the dudes. But yeah, Lafayette. We're gonna meet him.
Done. The printer isn't far. Let us reconvene there.
Who else? We're gonna meet the guy who fucked up the Battle of Saratoga. I swear to God, we're at the Battle of Saratoga.
I don't remember.
Because that was a clusterfuck. Because basically, like, it was basically like a 3-pronged attack to cut New York, cut the colonies in half. But one of the generals decided to just fuck off and attack Philadelphia instead. Another one got fended off by Benedict Arnold. And the third, the main thrust of the army, just wandered in the woods and got surrounded by militiamen until they had to surrender. Not the proudest moment for the British Empire, and also marked a turning point in the war, because after that, France got involved because it became clear that the colonies could actually could win. I think they lost. I think the British had surrender 15,000 dudes, and they had to promise to never fight in North America ever again. Or 10,000 dudes. But that's much later.
You won't lose us. You're already dead.
You said a meme line.
It's okay. I didn't kill those guys. I just beat them up. Those were Minutemen. They're good guys.
You ask a great deal of me, Sam.
I know, but I wouldn't be here if it wasn't important, if it wasn't vital.
Fine. Just this once, though.
Oh.
In the future, such things will come at a price.
We'll also meet Burr and
Resetting the type
Hamilton.
is neither quick nor easy. To say nothing of the cost should I be discovered.
I shall not forget this kindness.
Nor I.
His work will see your last little bit of notoriety erased. Come, I'll show you how to leave.
I feel like the voice actor for Sam Adams is just so... There's something so weird about his voice.
So now you've had a
It
chance to
feels
see
like
how
he's
it all works.
recording a commercial for
Untoward
Sam
actions
Adams
will
here.
upset the citizens and inevitably lead to the guards being called. Depending on the severity of your transgression, they may simply search a bit before giving up and returning to their posts. But should you offend them severely or repeatedly, they'll become much more aggressive in their pursuit.
Thanks, Sam.
I've shown you 3 ways to turn the tide. Remove wanted posters, bribe town criers, or visit a printer to create your own propaganda.
This
Please
feels
stop.
wrong. Why not just speak to someone and explain my innocence?
You can't be serious.
We can't.
Oh, okay.
Here we are. Speak with the harbor master.
You say you can't be serious, but the British soldiers who just shot those dudes do get off in a trial, right?
Oh, I'm counting on it.
Apparently, let's see, several were at least 2 were found guilty and given branding, or 2 people were found guilty.
I think most of them got off scot-free, though.
Yeah. Let's see. 6 were acquitted. 2 were convicted of manslaughter and given reduced sentences. Okay, so yeah. It just mentions that 8 soldiers, 1 officer, and 4 civilians were arrested. And then it just says what happens to the 8 soldiers.
This map is awfully big for all the places that we can't go to.
Let's go to Wisconsin.
Go to Greenland.
Okay, the officer was also found innocent, or was acquitted.
I like the concept of the homestead, but the way that it is laid out is the worst.
Efficiency was not apparently designable.
Because, like, you've got the house up on the hill, and then there's a bunch of other stuff that you can do in this area, but it's all so spread out.
Like, there's some... Like, I feel sometimes a game can get away with not being, having some things not maximally efficient. Like, to take it back to Sekiro, if you run out of emblems, taking a short break to grind for some money, is like a release valve to keep you from bashing against a boss that ate all your emblems. Or, like, getting close to a skill point is a good time to go, hey, why not go style on some mooks for a bit to get up to the next point so you don't lose it.
Right, but this would be like if they put like the sculptor like half a mile from the sculpture you teleport into.
Yeah, there's levels, and I think perhaps they are making it slightly too cumbersome to play.
Yeah. That's a good way to explain it.
You left me in Boston.
The training we've done here is all well and good, but experience is a better teacher.
I murdered like 15
what
people.
Of my father?
Into the way.
Also,
I'm afraid.
We have
to
find
learn
him.
this on my own. It didn't work as Sam Adams took over as tutorial.
But he's out there plotting who knows what.
And what would you do
Be right back.
when
Gotta
you
grab
found
soda.
him?
All right.
If you found him.
That's the other thing too, is that like it seems like all the characters surrounding Connor are much more interesting characters.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like Achilles is a pretty cool character too.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Interesting.
I really like his what's the word I'm thinking of? Cadence.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's I like when I met Achilles in the game, and we will see Achilles like throughout this game, and I think he's cool all the way throughout.
Go on before I change my mind.
They made the
we've
mentor
got
character awesome in this game. I really like Achilles.
Yeah.
For a second there, that guy reminded me of the chained ogre from Sekiro.
That's your
Got
next
it on the
challenge.
brain.
Speaking of Sekiro, I just got I did it.
What?
I just got blood smoke. I did it.
Nice.
Hey, nice.
Imagine that was not easy with us screaming in your ear about random stuff.
It actually made it easier because I could focus on. I was using you guys as like timing to block.
Are we that predictable?
There's a conversation cadence. I like listening to it.
Interesting.
Also, I kind of wish they took the Sekiro route here, just like have like we fight George Washington and he just has fucking fire powers.
That would be the sickest shit.
George Washington, Way of Tomoe.
Hey Zara, real quick, are you gonna do the DLC?
Probably not. I never actually bought it.
Zara, if I buy you the DLC, what will you do?
We're fighting Benedict Arnold.
I could
and he's just
potentially, because I never
and
have
halfway
played
through
it.
Okay,
fighting
guys.
Benedict Arnold, and halfway through the fight, he just starts taking off his shirt.
I don't want to spoil how it goes, but the DLC to this game is called The Tyranny of King Washington.
Ooh.
It is possibly my favorite thing.
Yeah. One thing I like about George Washington is, like, historically, he did not want to be in charge of this place. At one point, it was like, I'm gonna fucking do this. And, like, the Electoral College, like, selected him as president. I'm not sure if they even told him they were gonna do it. He's like, God damn it.
Well, now I gotta be president.
This guy is floating down this river so fast.
Help me, please.
Oh, come on.
Got him.
I also like how this guy is so annoying that even the slow-mo does not stop him.
Help me!
Alright, you can jump that.
Oh, he's dead.
Now he's good.
What this knobend is trying to say is he's forever in your debt, sir.
I hope you like these guys.
Colin, a knobend. You, because you are one.
What were you doing on those logs?
Told me that.
One of the dangers
It
of
feels like a
leaving.
Dropkicks Murphy song to
Cap
start
set
playing
up a
right
few
now.
rods off of here as we're cutting timber. We're hoping to open a mill in the area.
There's a good place not far from the manor on the hill where I'm staying.
I like you already. We'll have a look.
This guy's got no neck.
Don't need a neck.
I remember one time my mom told me a story. She like showed this coworker of hers a picture of our dog, and he was just like, "That dog has no neck," and she got really mad because the dog was very fluffy around the neck area.
I'll miss the peace and quiet.
So that was just a common refrain. If I just wanted to troll her, it was like, "Oh yeah, our dog doesn't have a neck." So
needs a lot of work.
That and other things. Meet me at the small shack by the shoreline when you have time. There's something else you need to see.
What is it?
An asset.
Between the two old people we've met in this game so far, Achilles actually sounds old.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Also,
yeah, the elder was not.
She kind of sounded like a younger person, like going like this.
Also, for the record, when I played this game on my own for the first time, I did not do this. I did not I did nothing for the homestead at all. I didn't even get all the viewpoints when I played through the game because at a certain point I was just like, "Hey, I'm done with this." I just blitzed it to the end.
yeah. Also, in that video I watched about 3 reasons Connor got screwed in this game. One of the reasons they said it was apparently most of the character building stuff, the good interaction stuff was in the home building.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
So if you didn't get that.
Hello, bright and early.
All these people have names and they've got their own little unique icons on the map. Now we gotta go all the way back down to the shoreline to go talk to Achilles. Snow physics. Ugh. Oh, that's a beaver.
Request when it just slows down and you start going into a white void dimension. Request Pushy Beaver.
Please, I was so busy.
You must pay for your crimes. You destroy the environment. You fool, Connor. There's always be a price to progress.
Why?
I don't know. I'm a beaver.
It's true. May have destroyed the land, but
I'm on the wrong
there's
side
so
of
much profit to be made.
Sigh. I'm on the wrong side of the bay.
That fog made it look like there was a ghost ship there.
Maybe there is.
Okay.
Now that'd be cool.
Wait, can I ride horses yet? Yes.
What a weird sentence to say. You know.
Well, I wasn't sure if Connor was old enough to ride a horse yet, but apparently he is.
Can I ride horses yet?
It's the cops coming to arrest us because we're underage riding.
That's the old-fashioned cops' noise.
See,
here, know they're coming.
See, when I think of the sound of the police, that's whoop whoop. That's the sound of the police.
Oh no, the hip hop police.
Well, if the hip hop police see you rolling, they'll be hating.
Yeah.
They know that you're riding dirty.
Wait, if they see you rolling the hating, were the guards from Assassin's Creed 1 the hip hop police?
Yes.
But I have him. He'd have a secret to be sure. Just get me a ship and a crew, and we'll find out what it was he held so dear.
Seemingly crazy man sitting down here.
He was 7 feet tall if he was an inch. I tell ya, legs like
That
tree
is an
trunks
extremely
and a
secure
smithy's
pose.
arms. Almost broke my
With
hand
some
shaking it'll
soft
know. I could feel it then when I met him. No weapon
He's
made
got a
by
peg leg.
man could harm him.
Does this man want to become a carp?
Maybe. Hello,
Crestfallen pirate.
Training begins.
Go away.
This game is just people telling Connor to fuck off.
Go away, boy. You're not
Fuck out of
speaking
here.
King's English?
There's just
Oh, I didn't
a
see
man
you there,
in this
old man.
cabin.
I'd have set my home in order if I'd known you'd be calling.
The boy's name is Connor. He's here to restore the property.
Restore? Restore? Pardon my manners. She's still the fastest in the Atlantic. Sure, she needs some attention. Minor things mostly, but with a little affection, she'll fly again.
Who is she?
Who is she? Why, the Aquila boy, the ghost of the North Seas.
The boat.
I see, it's the ghost
He's
because
a
it's a
ship
dead
boy,
ship.
and make no mistake about it. I thought you brought him here to restore order. I reckon he's the greenest thing on the frontier.
Connor, meet me back at the manor when you've finished here.
You said it requires repairs. You able?
She does need work. A ship is a she, boy. And yes, I can refit her, but I'm lacking in the proper
Don't
supply.
fucking lecture him, you
Some
asshole!
quality
You
timber
fucking
would help me
sunk
get
the
started.
ship!
I can see to that. How long before she is able to sail again?
Just get me the lumber, boy. And I'll raise a crew.
Slide off the camera.
Can you even fix a ship in that state?
He's a true pirate. Robert Faulkner is his name. Did the game steal my horse? Yes, it did.
Fucking horse thieves.
Gotta run all the way back.
Those words, I hope you're enjoying more dialogue than I've seen in like had half the total dialogue of Dark Souls 1.
Yeah.
Which I actually kinda like that though, but that's a different game, so we'll focus on this game.
This game has plenty of dialogue.
Running.
Got a lot of running too.
Oh, thanks. I feel pretty too.
Just going to Achilles' room and he's just carving a Buddha.
Yo, Achilles, this shit is wild.
Every
There you are.
Buddha that I carve
I've something to
is
show
an
you.
incarnation.
Come, take a look.
Wrath.
What is it?
I don't know if Wrath is
A
Achilles'
ledger.
sin.
It lets us manage the homestead's
That is a fucking huge book.
Ledgers were
And
big
these?
back in the day.
That was years ago. Before the slow fever, before the Templars, before everything collapsed. But that's all in the past. Better we focus on what's in front of us. Take up the ledger, and I'll teach you how it all works.
You know what? Oh, sorry, you go.
I can't believe the Assassin's Order was ruined again.
You can't?
No.
I'm just thinking about how in Assassin's Creed 2, the base building was incredibly simple. You just dump money into it. It did not. Oh Jesus! Look at all this mechanics.
Yeah.
It was introduced after, like, you had a good chunk of gameplay beforehand.
So like,
have we actually learned how to kill people yet?
Yeah, we did a bunch of assassination with the Mohawk, the Tomahawk. But what's it called? This base building is so much more involved than I ever thought it would be. Because like, there's like trading quests you have to send people out on. They like took the idea from the assassin
Time passed
things.
quickly after that.
There's
My days of
so
blurred
much
study, training, and work. What little free time Achilles allowed me was spent learning about the Templars.
Why?
About Charles Lee and
Because
my
people
father.
because they have
I
a shit ton of people on this project and not a lot of time to do stuff.
To ensure my people would remain untroubled and free. But I knew it was
And again,
too
since
soon.
Sekiro is the game we're all playing,
That to approach them now would see me killed.
it's interesting to compare that this
All
game
my
to
work
Sekiro
would be for
because like
nothing.
Sekiro has like 3 mechanics and it exclusively focuses
These
on
proved the
them.
most difficult subjects
Whereas
for me.
this game,
But in time, I mastered
got
them.
every
well.
mechanic.
Days became months. Months became years. And as my skills and knowledge grew, so too did I.
So now we're playing as adult Connor, even though I think he's like 16.
Yeah, it's only 6 months after the last one.
Bucks, so he can be an adult now. The swollenness exception of age.
There's like as soon as you get the robes proper, it goes from like Connor looks like this to he looks enormous.
Yeah,
and
he gets
also,
real big.
Yeah,
not gonna lie, I am really not looking forward to getting the robes just because like they look They feels like they look more and more out of place with every game.
Huh? Why? I'm curious. Actually,
I think it might just be the hood because literally no one else,
no other
in this
assassin
environment wears a hood.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
and it's a white hood, so it stands out. Like I really like Kenway's look early on. Like that was pretty, like it was period appropriate, but very distinctive.
There's a reason for Kenway's look, which we'll get into later.
Come
But
aboard
like,
and feast your eyes, boy.
and why he can do what he can do and all that stuff.
No,
but like,
no, not the left foot. Never the left foot. Horrible
I
look. Step with your right
enjoy
foot first.
the assassin look because okay, part of it is because it's sort of like Naruto to me. It's really weird that these very sneaky people stick out so much.
Weatherly and sleek. She'll fetch 12 knots in a stiff gale. Ne'er a ship from here to Singapore can outrun her on her best day.
Second, it's
What do you
also
say
very
we take her out? Show you what she can do firsthand.
That
Where would we go?
As it happens, she still needs guns and the officers to command them.
Adopted
We'll
from
launch straight
Falcons and
away.
stuff.
Don't worry,
it's
lad.
persisted
I'll
for
make
this
sure
long
you sprout good
after the
sealing.
destruction and destruction of their order
I
over
do,
and over again.
I do like Connor's robe design. It's a nice departure from Ezio's glamour.
Yeah, Ezio's in the first, second game was pretty bad because it felt a bit over designed.
Because he's fancy boy, like he's he's ultra class assassin.
Right, but it kind of I felt clashed with the hood.
I agree, it does. Like Ezio's design is weird to me.
Ezio's definitely the best protagonist, but that was kind of the hood was felt weird.
There's another big problem with robes in this game, and that is that you can, once we get them, you can go to stores and buy different like outfits, like different colors for your robes. But in cutscenes, they always just have the default robes.
Time, boy. It's time you learn.
I mean, like Connor's current outfit is fine, too.
Yeah, it's pretty low profile.
Come on, she won't bite.
They got the requisite splash of red.
Welcome to the best part of this game.
It's time for boats.
Also, I hope you enjoy this, because you're going to be seeing a lot of it in the next game.
Yeah. Assassin's Creed. We're tired of making these games. Please, we want to do literally anything else.
She's a nimble vessel, but the faster she goes, the more cumbersome she grows. And the firmer your hand needs to be. Enjoy this stretch of open water before we come upon those shallows.
You know, I'm actually curious what's thinking. I'll look at the first Assassin's Creed trailer.
I want everything.
I remember watching that. It looked dope as hell.
Wind looks to be shifting. Stay alert, Connor. Gusty winds can be difficult to manage.
Oh man, I've played so much Assassin's Creed 4 that it's just instinct now. Although, I know the controls in this are a little bit different, but not much.
We need more speed. Loosen to full sail. Now, take us through these shallows. Careful not to run up on them. The sandbars will slow us down, but the rocks will put a hole through a hole. And if you want to make a quick tack, call for half sail. She's more maneuverable then.
Do not take any damage.
Full sail! Unfurl everything! Full sail!
I failed this when I did it.
I'm just afraid I'm gonna run into the ship ahead of us.
Hold your tack to keep your right of way.
Oh, those guys are singing. I don't think there's sea shanties in this game.
No, they you'll hear them, but you don't get to do them like next game. Which is unfortunate. Where do I go next?
Well, that's... I mean, you got options.
Yeah.
Eat her up! Half sail!
Watch out for the rogue wind.
Rogue Wind, just Assassin's Creed story.
Let fly full sail! Loosen to full sail!
I do like the little side extensions that the Aquila gets when you go full sails.
I mean, that's how it's so fast.
Yep.
It's augmented.
Cottages! We're close!
Let's hear that.
Those ship noises. She's groaning.
No sail! No sail! Slow her down to half sail!
Got it, boss.
We have learned how to sail.
Yay.
Oh, hello, Miss Mandy. You're looking every bit as ravishing as I remember.
After all these years, you sail all the way to the vineyard to pay me compliments?
We are looking for David and Richard Clutterbuck.
Nice to see you, too.
Robert Faulkner. Where the hell you been?
Sorry for leaving like I did, lads, but where I was going, no one could know. You two working much?
No. Between contracts at the moment.
Well, we're looking for gunnery officers. What would you two say to working with me again?
We'd be for getting into a few more scraps.
Good show. The Aquila is a fine vessel. We're fitting all the guns as we speak.
Looks like your friend's about to catch a beating.
Where is Charles Lee?
I don't much care for your tone, boy.
Hey, you don't want to be doing that, Biddle.
Bobby Faulkner turned to wet nursing. It's good you finally realize you're a shite sailor.
Whoa, 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 not in here, gentlemen. Better still, not at all. Bobby, take your friends and get out!
Let's go, boys. Our guns ought to be ready. Come on.
What's wrong with that guy's face?
A problem.
Yeah. Look at them guns. That's a lot of guns. Must have cost a lot of money.
I just jumped up there.
This tack will do us good for a long while.
Just let this boy take control of my vessel.
What the bloody hell was that about?
The older man is a Templar. Who was he with?
A Templar? The young buck was Nicholas Biddle. Nobody. Sails before the mast. Midshipman for the Crown.
Are the guns ready?
Aye, but we won't jump in over our heads. We'll find a suitable target and show you how they work. We've fitted her with a modest amount of guns to start, but rest assured there's ample room to add more should you feel the need.
We found another sink for your time and money, Connor.
Bring her into that sail.
When you felt
Looks like a
you get tired of
British
upgrading your base, and upgrade your boat.
Should do nicely for a spot of target practice.
Enough, it'll give you a bunch
Bring
of
her
money
over
to
offside, and when all guns are on target, call fire.
You can make money with your boat. It's a vicious cycle of money and boats.
Let well done, boy. Now, aim all guns at her bow and do as much damage as possible. Fire
There's... I will give them this. They've got a satisfying kind of...
More precise.
Oh yeah, that's
to their ship combat.
Light up the sky.
Kind of nice.
It is the ship combat in this and in 4 are really satisfying. There's a reason why they went whole hog with it in the 4th game, because it just feels good.
You are a fast learner.
I didn't do anything.
Interests me.
Ah.
I just yelled at
Getting
people
a
and they
taste
did
for the
everything.
open sea, are we? We'll make a jack tar out of you yet. Now we should be getting back. The old man is like to have my hide for keeping you out so long. Half sail. Give me half sail.
Gunboats are about!
Why is he shooting at us?
Destroying property of the crown, disturbing the king's peace, take a bit.
What do we do?
Naught else but to fight back. Sink the bastard.
I didn't use the swivel guns, but...
Oh, be twaddled, another one. Where in the bloody hell did she come from? Brace!
Ship combat's pretty good. It is a little bit... It's definitely better in 4 than it is in this one, but that's kind of to be expected. Okay. The brace is on a timer. There we go.
You're a little bit dinged up.
Yeah, I like the way that the boat takes damage.
Now we best be getting back at the
Just
old
prepare
man.
for look at it.
That's alright. It's kind of the nature of things back in this era. So I didn't think I pointed it out, but right now Connor's hatchet is just like made of stone.
I got them, all of them.
I killed a lot of people with a stone
and I'll
hatchet.
give them to you. Simple. You got a ship, could find them all to boot.
Who is that man?
Him? Some old salt always on about letters he's got from Captain Kidd. Nonsense, really, but he doesn't hurt no one, so I'll leave him be. Talk to him if you fancy, but be warned he'll chew your ear off. Anyway, the Aquila's here for you. If you should get a pang for the open sea, we'll be waiting. Now, I implore you to head up the hill before the old man comes out of retirement just for me.
2 weeks, and not even a goodbye before you left.
Sorry.
Well, what are you waiting for?
Again, this game doesn't really do a good job of conveying the passage of time.
Come on.
Nope. A lot of times it's just Connor going, I did this for a long time, and now I'm done with it.
Well, it's finally time.
It's time to be big
Once
bull
upon
Connor.
a time, we had a ceremony on such
We're like
occasions.
5 hours into the game.
But I don't think either
we
of
got
us
our
are
assassin
really the type
ropes.
for that. You've your tools and training, your targets and goals. And now you have your title. Welcome to the Brotherhood, Connor.
Well, thanks.
Yeah, I think my problem is just the hood mainly. Like, it kind of feels like the clashes, like the hoods resembles like a modern hoodie, but it's with this more old stuff. So it just creates a weird
Welcome
clash.
back, Desmond. You'll be happy to hear there's actually good news for once.
Yeah?
I've managed to locate a power source, and it's relatively close by. Up for a trip to Manhattan?
Is it safe to leave? Abstergo's gotta be looking for us.
Obviously it's not safe. Can't exactly sit around here hoping to get lucky, though, can we? We need that power source. Besides, I'm Sure you can cook up some way to hide our movements?
Maybe. The Templars have access to all kinds of satellites and camera systems. We'll need to find a way to mask our digital signature. I can probably camouflage the van, too. But there's not much I can do for us.
That's an easy one.
Assassin.
God, Desmond.
Hoodie. Also, like, Desmond was, like, really not into this whole thing, like, maybe, 20 minutes ago.
Disruptions to service are expected to be minimal.
I'm tired of being a pawn.
If only they
Sucks.
What's this?
A remote-operated camera. It'll provide us with a feed while you're on mission. This will let us talk to each other.
We're almost there, so listen up. The artifact is in an office penthouse in Lower Manhattan. At this time of night, direct infiltration is going to get you noticed. I think we're better off having you drop in from above. What do you mean, above?
Up.
This van is currently flying through the air.
Desmond, I do not know above.
What is up? I don't follow.
Can you hear me?
There's like one thing I
Testing.
expect.
Testing. 1, 2, 3.
Been playing as Connor too much.
Reach you just fine. Now why don't you power up the camera? I've got picture. Running diagnostics. Perfect. I've got a nice strong signal.
That's my favorite part, is that the actual like game camera is literally just this little drone.
I can't believe she's Watch Dogs. Their drone.
Yeah. So I guess we haven't really done this kind of thing since like Assassin's Creed 2. Because we didn't really do much of this in Brotherhood. You could run around and explore, but there wasn't much to actually do other than just collect items. Whereas now we're actually gonna do stuff.
There's modern day plot and action.
Mm-hmm. And the places that you were supposed to go are kind of like marked in yellow. It's kind of a Mirror's Edge situation.
Well, I appreciate that video games realism.
Seriously, Sean? Fuck you.
This is incredibly dangerous.
So this was my favorite part of this game for a long time.
I can see that.
Because I was like, hey, finally Desmond's doing more cool shit than hopping around the Coliseum. Like, this is a whole new area, and it's like in the future assassination techniques and stuff. Like, I think this is super cool. And I kind of wish I got to see this more.
Yeah, it'd be nice. This is kind of the first tease that we got of like, yeah, Assassin's Creed in the modern day.
Yeah.
Like in its full glory. And
because just this section made me imagine, like, what could you do with this? There's so many cool, like, set piece ideas that you could do for Assassin's Creed.
Yep.
Jesus.
Look on the bright side. No security to worry about.
And on the not so bright side, the slightest misstep means you're effectively paced.
Shut up, Sean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, he's done this. He's, risked certain death by falling dozens of times as Ezio.
Sometimes on purpose. Also, I want to see, like, how assassins react to modern firearms.
Yeah, I feel like a modern day Assassin's Creed would actually be much more stealth
Almost
based.
there, Desmond.
Yeah, because you get shot to death by a Glock.
Should be high enough to make the jump.
Yeah.
Should?
It'll be fine, don't worry.
Well, you might want to worry a little. I'm pretty sure she was high when she was running the numbers.
Sean!
A joke. It was a joke. Or was it?
Oh.
I can't believe your tech support is just getting baked while you're in the Animus.
You can't believe Rebecca and Sean are getting baked.
Nice butt shot of Desmond there.
Jump when you're ready, but wait for my signal to open the chute. Timing's really important here. Too soon or too late, and you'll miss the building.
Do we get the sound effect? Leap of faith.
Now,
yeah!
No haystack for me to fall into that time. Desmond, I think your animations are a little broken. Your front leg is just kind of hanging out there.
It's one giant step for man.
Man, he was wearing 2 backpacks. Too cool for just 1 backpack. He's got to wear 2.
I mean, that's how I operate all the time. So, I played this game recently, and I thought he dabbed when he did that. My brain couldn't handle it.
Not exactly what I expected.
Desmond, why did you
but I
dab?
guess your kind doesn't have many options these days.
Who are you?
Ask your father. Now give me that.
I don't think so.
Look, I'm not supposed to kill you, but the boss man didn't say anything about fucking you up. So you got to the counter.
Artifacted. That's just making sure you
So
may
who
be
the hell is
muted or
Daniel
something?
Cross?
Believe it or not.
Okay,
he used
good.
to
You just
be an
not done.
assassin.
All right, just wanted to make sure.
The
I was just
assassin, the way I've heard
watching
it told.
Assassin's Creed trailers.
Turned out he was a sleeper
Test a
agent for
theory.
Abstergo, programmed to infiltrate and,
And,
destroy the organization.
How did he know you were there?
There is a slight decrease on
They
like.
must have caught me snooping inside their network and sent
I was
Cross
curious
see
to
what
know
we
if
were
the trailers like focused if there was
they
any
were aware
change
of
in how they
our
focused
current
on assassination.
location, no. Though I will say this: doesn't bode very
And-
well for future expeditions.
The very first
I set
trailer
some
was
cameras
entirely just
topside.
focused on
If
you
anyone
running
shows
in,
up, we'll see
assassinating
it.
someone, and leaving.
I'd suggest you go see about finding a socket
And while
for that
all
power
the
source.
most of the
Or we can
trailers
return to Connor
afterwards
if you
did
prefer.
focus on
Putting the artifacts in the world won't mean a thing without the
player
key.
character killing a specific target. It felt less like they were doing it just for assassination and more to fulfill some other objective, and it was also thrown in with a lot more of other things. Because I was just curious because like we haven't had an assassination mission yet here, and as Connor.
Nope.
And I just wonder if like the series just goes on to increasingly loses interest in like assassinations.
Definitely not. I think like because Connor very specifically is.
He does have a kill list.
Yeah, he has a kill list, and he is an assassin. But him, the character, is very. His ideals don't kind of mesh with what he's supposed to do all the time.
Yeah.
Wonder what's inside.
Like it feels like as a portion of the game, the
One way
central
to
selling
find out.
mechanic becomes less and less of it.
Behold.
Another door.
I mean, on the one hand, it was kind of cool that Desmond just clocks this guy with an ancient artifact. On the other hand, you could have had, a fist fight.
future assassin fight with a former assassin. That would have been nope.
Is like half the Templar ranks like former assassins?
No.
Also, these are patch notes from Rebecca.
The common thread we see.
Turns out every Templar actually at one point belonged to the assassins.
Rebecca was real excited about the animals.
And that's why at the start of every Assassin's Creed game, the assassins are in such bad trouble because most of their members left to become the Templars. Makes you think, doesn't it?
Sean complaining about Juno.
I hate that spirit lady. She's unfortunate for me.
Sean Hastings, sad face, sad face, sad face. Sean complaining about being British. The Animus isn't correctly British.
How dare it be not right British?
There's a lot of emails.
Okay.
So, yeah, that was 5 hours of tutorials.
Yep. We're not done yet.
More like 6 hours. Jesus Christ.
It was quite a few.
But yeah, I figure that's probably a good place to stop. We finally got our assassin's robes. We can actually get started on assassinating next time.
We made it through the tutorial.
I can't believe they prioritized real estate management and sailing and like 5 other different things over the actual assassinations.
We have to introduce all of our mechanics. This game is not just about being an assassin.
Nope.
I'll harp on it in every game, regrettably, but it's true in a lot of these.
Yeah. If it was just assassinations, people would get bored.
Would they?
I think some people would, actually.
Right, but like, they're not even really pushing it as an essential mechanic.
It's not. Like, if you want to collect everything, yeah, you got it. If you don't care about collecting most of the shit, there's no reason at all for it to be here.
Yeah, basically.
Because everything you need to get will arm the path.
Pretty much, yeah. Like, I realized pretty quickly that a lot of the side stuff just wasn't going to get done when I played this game. Because it wasn't fun. No, there's Juno is spying on us from up top.
I wish I could say more nice things about these games, but I'm not playing them, so it's hard to tell when a game is doing something right if I'm just watching it.
Yeah, in order to, like, yeah, when you're just watching, you can only go off of, what you see and what it says. You can't go off of how it feels.
Yeah.
It's pretty. I mean, kind of maybe overly foggy.
And like, from what I've seen, it looks like the movement looks fun, but the combat looks pretty.
I still prefer the free running systems of the other games to this one. This one just feels clunky.
Oh.
I mean,
I won't argue that.
They tried to streamline it, but it feels like you've got less control, and they changed some of the other things that are just, I don't know, it just doesn't feel quite right. But those are fairly, I mean, they're problems with the game, but they're not deal breakers. It's kind of the whole package, really.
Yeah, also Connor's ropes didn't look as bad as I feared they were.
They're not bad. Like I said,
Yeah,
I actually like them.
Just I can't get over the hood though. Like literally no one else is wearing a hood, so it makes them. Everyone else is in period appropriate gear.
I will say that Connor is the only one who really makes them look that good though, because like he actually fills them out. Whereas you can wear Connor's robes as like an unlockable thing in Black Flag, and you don't fill them out, and they don't look as good.
Yeah. Like it feels like it's some like it risks feeling like history throughout the world with a modern fashion designer with white hoods being your like. Also, I don't think anyone wears white in this game. Now I think about it, besides Connor.
Not really.
No. Not an overly popular color of the time.
I mean, like, yeah, the hoods worked fine in like Revelations because it was gray. So I kind of feel like you can do white, you can do the hood, but if you do both of them,
it looks a little weird.
Yeah. It would also work fantastic in Assassin's Creed 1, but that was because that was the one time the hood and robes was in style for the game for the time period.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you for joining me. Thank you for watching. I will see you all next week for more American Revolution.
Yeah.
Can't wait to get into the nitty gritty.
Yay! That's it. It'll be time to stab people.
Hopefully.
Not just tomahawk them to death.
Well, that too.
The real Assassin's Creed 3 starts here.
I was gonna make a joke about him having a hidden tomahawk, but then I just realized that's loaded axe prosthetic.
I saw. There's a guy who made one of those.